action, which is really interesting. But let's move to Christmas horror.
Christmas horror. Well,
I think I know it's a bit tenuous, but I think at some point of Nighthawks is filmed at Christmas. When the
it is a great movie.
Look at how
really a tenuous link.
There's a Christmas segment.
But if you mention that, then you're gonna have to mention if you go down that sort of route, you're looking at Gene Hackman dressed as Santa with chasing down the guy at the beginning of French Connection. You know?
A great Christmas movie.
A great Christmas movie.
Well. Silent Partner.
I was gonna do that. I was just gonna do it. Damn it.
Okay.
Silent Partner.
On one of our many Facebook pages, I highlighted the trailer for Silent Partner. And
well, I just watched it
was just fantastic. It's a movie I haven't seen Silent Partner for 25 years.
I have it.
I haven't
watched it for 25 years, and I remember I watched it a couple weeks ago. See, because it came out over here, it was X-rated. It
shouldn't be, but it is.
There is a nudity scene in it.
Yeah, but it shouldn't.
But it shouldn't have been.
But I distinctly remember the video cover over here was like a picture of Santa with a gun in his hand like that, looking like.
Yeah. Well,
it's a great. Oh yeah, here we go. Cole's going to reenact this video cover for us right this second.
No, I'll just put it there for now. Just go.
So let me just say, Silent Partner, Elliot Gould and Christopher Plummer.
And
the woman is help me. I know it's some famous woman. Oh, she was in Superman.
Yeah.
And Maud. No. Suzanne York.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Anyway, Silent Partner was this great, cat and mouse film where like Elliot Gould is kind of like the everyman. He's at the end of his rope. He's like a bank. He's a
right banker. I tell you.
He's not just a bank teller though. He's not a bank manager. He's like in between and stuff. But like,
he's gonna steal the money. He's not an everyman.
He's an opportunist.
No, because he didn't come up with the idea until the bank was.
No, but he's still, as you said, he
makes the choice.
He was at the end of it. What I'm trying to say is he was at the end of his rope, bored as all get out. Anyway, the whole point.
You know what? You see good and bad in everyone.
Yeah, because it's with the movie. I happened to recently see the film, and I'm trying to help you out. You know what I mean?
So the title, right?
I don't believe in punishment. I believe in punishment.
That's not in there.
Should be.
That's a Chris Morris line.
Let's just say that he foils the attempted robbery of Christopher Plummer robbing his bank in a Santa Claus suit, but then he steals the money anyway. And so Christopher Plummer is like, well, hold on for a second. He sees himself on the news and says, I didn't rob no bank. And then it's a cat and mouse. Yeah.
And he turned into Yosemite Sam.
I don't know why I do this. But like,
but anyway,
it's good. It's great cat and mouse. I mean, it's one of those 70s films.
Late 78.
It's one of those 70s films where it was about acting, it was about pure drama, gritty realism, and it was really fantastic. It keeps you on the edge of your seat about the one-upmanship as well. So
it does keep you on the edge of your seat, but then I've often found that dysentery keeps you on the edge of your seat as well.
Does it?
Yeah.
So as I started to do, Christmas horror.
Christmas horror.
So we can't have Christmas horror without starting with Black Christmas. I wasn't going down that road. Black Christmas.
Black Christmas it is?
Same clause.
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas.
So, Black Christmas. What was really interesting was when Black Christmas came out, first of all, what I liked was John Carpenter was the art director.
He was.
He said it.
And he was on this film that was not great.
What did he do?
He was on this film that was not great at all. John Saxon's in it. But
no. You said that film was not great at all.
Yeah, it wasn't really that great.
It's a matter of opinion in this case.
All right. But the whole point is...
It's a Bob Clark classic. Well, that's difficult to say. It's a BCC.
The whole point is the fact that it had one of the really interesting endings because they never found the killer. I can see that.
It's pretty true.
You know what I mean? And it was the only movie that was willing to take the chance of not feeling that need to find the killer because it was before the serial
they
killer
didn't have a clue in the script. The scriptwriter went.
Well, also, I was going to say the whole serial killer craze didn't start yet until John Carpenter went from here to make.
Ooh, that's dangerous talk you say there, sir.
Black Christmas was.
Bay of Blood. You are in very, very.
I don't even know what that is.
Hold on, sorry, that's the ghost of Mario Bava.
How dare you, sir?
Are you trying to say there's a serial killer in that movie?
It's Friday the 13th.
It's Friday the 13th. What? 8 years before?
8 years before.
Is it an Italian film?
It is an Italian.
It is an
So,
Italian movie.
according to Americans, it didn't happen yet.
According to Americans, Italy doesn't exist.
I didn't say that.
It's Friday the 13th to the point of exact.
Hey, but at least I think I'm getting the thing right where a lot of people would say that Halloween was the first serial killer, but it was Black
even
Christmas.
John Carpenter won't tell you that.
No,
I know because he worked on Black Christmas and he's the one that said
he started Bay of Blood himself. He has started Bay of Blood himself.
So tell us about Bay of Blood.
We'll stick with Halloween for a split second here. Halloween was essentially a big hit with the masses.
Which is America.
Horror fans. No.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Worldwide.
Okay.
And rewind. 1976. Assault on Precinct 13 comes out.
Oh hell yeah!
It
All
does
right. I love that movie.
Yeah, you may love that
Yeah.
movie, but most people in America didn't. They didn't bother. They didn't bother. It gets screened at the London Film Festival. It gets rave reviews by the London critics. Carpenter and the producers then go back to the US and say, look, we made a shitload of money. Now re-release the movie straight away. It will make
Who
money.
distributed it in Britain? What was his name?
Oh, I do know this.
Oh, he stumped the Merv.
You stopped them.
A guy bought it to get released in actually both Britain and in France.
In France, yeah.
He bought the rights, and his name was Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
And that's why he
exactly
played tribute to the. Yeah, I heard that story. I didn't know that was why, but I heard the story.
And then he went
Austin Powers himself.
Austin Powers going to say he went on to Great Wayne's World.
Different Michael Myers, by the way.
Yeah,
This is
She
where
should put a caption there saying
that goes really fast.
Yeah. This has no relation to the real Michael Myers who played Austin Powers in the film.
He's a Black Album. I'm sorry. It's a really obscure Prince reference, by the way. But anyway, cut long story short, getting back to actually Black Christmas of Bob Clark. Bob Clark, well,
the guy who made his Porky's.
the guy who made Porky's, yes. That's actually probably what it says on his tombstone.
It probably is.
The guy who made Porky's.
I'm sorry.
The guy who made A Christmas Story.
I don't get it. I never got it.
I've got it a couple of times. I
Don't like it. Just say it. Don't like it.
I never got it. Didn't like it. The kid just needs a punch.
He does need a punch, and I reckon he did after the film.
Yeah. Totally.
But that's exactly the kind of Christmas movie I can't abide. The syrupy kind of.
Do you notice all the festive spirit?
So does that mean you don't like Home Alone 2?
I hate Home
I don't
Alone
mean like 2. I meant Home Alone.
I hate Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 1 and 2 and 7 and 9 and whatever. I cannot abide them. That kid. First of all, that kid should have been taken by social services. The mother and the father should have been locked up. Okay. Dead. Oh, I hate them. I hate
Macaulay Culkin. Somebody had to.
Is it me?
Somebody had. Back to why you think Black Christmas is a good movie.
What were we talking about?
What?
What were we talking about then? What's a good movie?
I just said it. Black Christmas. Why you
Black
think Black
Christmas
Christmas is a good movie?
It's a good. I think Black Christmas was one of the best 70s American slasher movies.
Was it?
Yes, I think so.
AIP?
It was AIP, yeah.
I think so.
It was AIP.
Keir Dullea is in it, but he's in it for a second or something. But I mean, I've read that Keir Dullea was supposed to be the killer, but from my view of the film, I never really
couldn't act.
Maybe that was it. He was in that space show, wasn't it? Stardust or something like that. You remember that space show?
No, we didn't have it over here. Quality TV. Like
he wasn't in space. No, it wasn't that show. He wasn't in 2001, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, right. He was the guy who taught the cow how.
He's dead.
Was he in Andromeda Strain?
No, you're getting him mixed up with. Oh God, what's his name?
No, but he was in the TV. He was in the sci-fi series.
Right.
Either way, is that I don't recollect him really being in the film too much because they were too busy trying to kill the sorority girls in an interesting way. Margot Kidder was in that movie. Yes, she was. Margot Kidder was in there, and everything. And but I just thought it had really not much of a plot. I mean, the girls are left alone.
It was
They're
a slasher movie. Halloween hasn't got much of a plot.
Okay, well, because they didn't show us the killer, on the one hand it's interesting, and on the other hand I don't...
I think that's more interesting. They tried to do something a little bit.
That we get a movie that we don't understand why we got all these dead bodies in the attic.
Why not?
Where else would you put them? They get in the way.
You're from New York.
And they're wrapped in plastic, actually. Yeah.
How many people are found down the back of alleyways in New York that were killed by Abel Ferrara?
Okay, let's change.
So,
if not the movie itself, the kind of the genre, the ballpark, whatever we want to call it, will cheer up. But it is technically a Christmas movie, and for some, feel it's the best of its time. I disagree, but I'm going to go with Batman Returns. It's a Christmas movie.
Now we're really going down a well because that is such crap. I mean, No, I mean the movie is bad.
You don't like it, no? I actually think
man, the penguin,
on a visual level,
and the Catwoman becoming Catwoman because Cat's licking her face.
Okay. On a visual level, I would actually argue that it's Tim Burton's best film. On a visual, purely on visuals alone.
On another level, I also think it's one of Danny Elfman's best scores.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the score.
It's not his best score. That
score
to
is
me,
good. The
that
score
would
is
be
good. I'll give you the score.
Well, it's mostly everyone's favourite score.
Wasn't Prince the
Yeah,
Bat dance in that movie?
No, that's the first one. That's Batman. This is Batman Returns.
Batman Returns.
This is and in fact, it sparked a marked difference between the first two films because Tim Burton had much more creative control, and that's the only reason he actually did it. He said, "Right, I will do it, but you got to let me have my hand on it."
And you've got to admit, it's better than all the rest of them.
Oh yeah, it is better than all. It is better than all the rest.
It is the best of those four. Of the other two, especially the fourth one, which we will never speak of tonight.
Maybe it's worth another look. It's just that I just didn't.
It's got nothing to do with the comic. It's got nothing to do with the comic book. You got it.
No. What I mean is
just as a film.
Yeah.
And forget everything. You know, just take it. It's Bruce Wayne. It's Batman. Okay, but it's set in this Tim Burton world. You know.
Yeah.
That's what.
I also think Michael Keaton's fantastic.
Michael Keaton was a fantastic Batman. Don't get me wrong. He was really good.
Still not as good as he was in Johnny Dangerously, but.
Oh my God! Excellent movie, Johnny Dangerously.
Love Johnny.
Johnny Dangerously.
Don't hit me, Johnny. My mama hit me once.
Best poem impression
ever.
No, it wasn't. Don't hit me, Johnny.
And he's second. 1 and 2 he's got now.
Come on, that was not bad.
Can I also say, my ultimate Christmas movie?
Ultimate Christmas movie will be.
Is obviously, we've spoken about this before.
It's
obviously Invasion USA.
Oh, cool, obviously.
The night the reindeer died.
But anyway, get back to Invasion USA.
Time to die.
Sure,
do Invasion USA there. Directed by Joseph Zito, going back to the horror films. Friday the 13th Part 4,
Rosemary's Killer, yeah.
Great films.
What's that has a different
Rosemary
title?
what?
The Prowler. Was the original
American title.
The Prowler.
Yeah.
Rosemary's Killer. It's Tom Savini.
Tom Savini.
But get back to Invasion USA itself. First and foremost, it's a canon movie.
What?
Some people are on canon.
Canon. We should just do a show on canon. I think we should do that.
I think all shows lead to canon.
No, I think we should. That should
shows lead to canon.
Because you guys have
but I think we should
just
talk about canon. The history of canon.
No, I think we should do a show on Corman.
Oh, we can do that. We can do a Corman.
Because Corman is the man. I mean, not as a director, as a producer.
No, as a director as well.
I think we should also do...
As a producer who is the man who could find talent. Because all the people that came out of the Corman camp.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, but anyway, we're on Christmas.
Invasion USA.
Invasion USA.
Set at Christmas, and things blow up. That's my review.
Oh.
Yeah. Chuck has 2 Uzis.
The Uzis? I thought they were Ingrams.
No, the Uzis, and they hang from his, they hang from his side. I love that. That was fantastic.
Sales of Uzis went up in America. Actually, no.
Because they wanted to get the strap.
All guns went up. Because that was a documentary.
Yes.
But it's okay, a tenuous link. Okay, so you've got
another
tenuous link. It's a Christmas movie, and it's one that was inflicted on us about. What are we now?
July, it come out of it.
Just but 1996 was it? 1996. I took my then Elvis, still is my eldest son, but he was only something like 8 at
Your
the time.
sons like take over as they go.
Yeah, they do actually. They kind of go up like that. But
Yeah,
anyway,
they get
cut long
over
story
the
short,
user.
and Jingle All the Way, starring
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm not even a top man.
You what?
Not even a
He's
top
not
man.
going to talk
In fact, I'm taking me out of.
Just
I like that movie.
He likes that movie. It's one of those examples where I took my son to the movies to see it, and I wish I had a torch and a book.
Flamethrower and
And a flame, all fucking exactly. Oh,
that's bad.
everything that's wrong.
I was a fan. What can you do?
We were all fans.
You know
but
what I
it was
mean?
still not.
So, I mean, it's just like watching Junior. I mean, you know.
Oh,
I could just about get away with twins.
yeah.
Just about.
Just about.
I know, I didn't like that. Actually, pound for pound, I have never seen
I'm old school. I
it.
grew up late 70s, early 80s. I liked my action heroes to kill people.
Yeah.
There was other people to do that kind of stuff.
Slide.
Kindergarten Cop.
Oh.
No, kid.
Painful.
No.
They don't like the comedy years that are.
But it's not funny. They just simply are not funny, and they're terrible. And he's an awful actor. He just simply
And he could have been. I'm not being funny with those 4 films that you've just mentioned. He could have been killing so many more people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not in small
witty
towns,
one-liners.
though. You know what I mean?
You know.
Not in small towns.
No,
you know?
he could have
That
been
made
killing
him,
lots
like,
of people, but witty
psychotic.
one-liners and just lots of hokum and dementia.
Well, just imagine that Raw Deal was set at Christmas. It may not have been, but in our heads it should. It is.
I love Raw Deal.
Yeah.
I didn't like that one.
What the hell was John?
The thing is, the thing is with Christmas movie, you can put a Christmas tree in any film and you're sorted.
Unfortunately, that's the truth. But so, my ultimate Christmas movie
It is.
It's a Wonderful Life. I know Colin don't like to go that back far back. No, what? Yeah, you do like to go that far
I
back?
love It's a Wonderful Life. I've said this before.
I love It's a Wonderful Life. I love Miracle on 34th Street.
Everybody loves It's a Wonderful Life.
Wait,
Everybody.
where is Colin? What have you done with him?
Everybody likes It's a Wonderful Life. But
I
that's not.
love
I
It's a
don't think
Wonderful
that's
Life,
not.
I'm just saying.
There's being a geek and there's being watching a film every year on the telly or on video or on DVD that you love. That's not being a geek. Being a geek is watching Bay of Blood or you know.
Well, the outtakes.
Jess Franco's great Christmas
DVD
movie of
commentary.
1997, Faceless.
Faceless,
Telly
yes.
Savalas, fantastic movie, which no one's ever seen, but it's got, you know.
Okay, but still.
Everyone
You
loves
said
it.
my ultimate, and I said my
It's
ultimate.
Okay, so It's a Wonderful Life, which, like many great classics, was a humongous flop on its initial release.
Can't believe that because came out in what, 1947?
Yeah.
I got that right. And that it's lasted,
Well,
I can't count,
The thing is
70, 80 years.
No,
No,
the
really
thing about
count.
it, the thing why it's been so successful, because
Thanks.
there was no copyright on it, so any television company in
Yeah,
America could
that's-
show it. That's why it's so successful. Everybody's seen
Oh,
it.
you're saying it's because they're showing it for free?
Yeah, exactly.
They show it every year.
Paying
And they
for
show
it.
it every
Show
year.
it
They show it every
every
year.
Every year for nothing.
Had it stayed in copyright or television made that,
You wouldn't have seen it.
television made that movie in the same way that here's another. I mean, Wizard of Oz is shown every year on Christmas TV, every year, year in year out. But that was a flop on its original release. You know, that actually, although to be fair to that one, actually subsequently through the war years it got released.
But the thing is,
and it made its money back.
it's what you could say. It's a Wonderful Life and Nice and Living Dead have got big things in common, is that they were both
Out of
got
copyright.
copyright, and everybody could show them and make money off them.
All
Or
right.
whether it be on video, dodgy video.
All right, I'll give you another one. Miracle at 34th Street.
I like Miracle on 34th Street.
And I mean the original, Natalie Wood.
Edmund O'Brien, is it?
Yeah.
Edmund O'Brien, Natalie Wood, the guy with the beard, what's his name?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yeah.
I know, but
Chris
it
Green.
I was the
Edmund
actor.
O'Brien is the name.
When Edwin, yeah. Now, first of all, I love that because, like, for those of you who could remember, Oh God, with George Burns,
Yeah.
right? You know, with the famous court scene. I think I'm not gonna say it started with this movie, Miracle on 34th Street, but it's
It
a
started with
classic court scene.
Didn't think it'd come to this.
You won't remember me, do you?
No.
I don't know what he's talking about. It's a classic court scene where Santa Claus is on trial and he has to be proven that he's Santa Claus.
Probably when the Hulk went on trial.
No, not that one. No.
stayed on.
Yeah, the pants never split. I mean, what's up with that?
So the American saying that means like he just got off.
Yeah.
What?
The pants didn't split.
Yeah, the pants
I'm
never
outta here,
split.
man.
Yeah, it was that,
Miracle Day Will Street, great film. Great
Yeah,
film.
So you got so he's on trial for insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they bring loads of bags.
So it doesn't matter whether he really is or not. It's about whether the children believe.
I believe.
It's like
That
it's
makes
like
it
the Jimmy Savile movie.
Christmas.
Sorry?
It's like the Jimmy Savile movie. As long as the children believed, it was all okay.
Yeah.
How's about that then?
But it was a movie that didn't deserve a remake.
I'd actually say 99% of remakes don't deserve to be made.
But they are made. But I will go to the classics, so I
Do you know
won't
what
watch that updated
to a
version.
point when there will be remakes made of remakes and people won't remember the original.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a
That
possibility
scares
that
me to
could
the
happen.
bone.
Yeah. Well, see, this is why I'm trying to go back that far, because even though we tend to swim around the 70s and 80s and stuff like that, I'm into the old classics, man. The old classics.
The original Scrooge.
And I will, and it's just like,
Scrooge.
what was I telling you about that movie I saw the other day with the Stairway to Heaven and thing with David Niven?
A Matter of Life.
Matter of Life and Death. My God.
Great film.
When I was like, oh, I remember this, and I just watched it straight through, and it was just like amazing, amazing film. And I'm just kind of like, these films, they need to be preserved, and that's what I like about when we talk about films. We're talking about things that people don't normally see, or people go, oh my God, I remember that, and I think that's.
But they
just one
do
of the
see that
benefits.
once again on a cultural level, but that's actually a big movie over here.
What?
It's a very well-known movie over here. Matter of Life. Yeah.
No, it might be. It's just the fact that because it's old,
Yeah.
it's not something that is played every year like you just said. But then also too is that you would really have to if somebody said, hey, you want to see a good movie, put this on, and they probably would thank you for it. But then mostly they would say black and white. Now they don't even realize it goes into color at some point. But then we got no.
But regardless, I think the best movies, if they're black and white, you shouldn't actually you forget. You don't even notice it's black and white. You just
Oh, no, I know.
Story.
One of my favourite films was Citizen Kane's one of my favourite films.
Yeah, Citizen Kane
And
is
to me
good.
it's in colour.
Well, yeah, any black and white movie you love is in colour.
Yeah,
It doesn't really matter what it is. You just forget.
I often wonder what people from that time period actually see of real people, because when they see the black and white film and that whole monochromatic color and stuff like that, and
Well, they actually went out to cinema and it was all in colour.
yeah, no, that's what.
Now, what you're saying, when you saw somebody you used to see in black and white, in colour.
I'm talking about of course we're all in color, man, but I'm talking about in the film.
I reckon you should switch this episode into black and white now, and people will see what we were like.
We're all monochrome, but wait a minute. But you got to remember that these days, if you're shooting black and white, then you're making an artistic decision.
Yes, exactly.
You're actually using the palette. And
Well, a lot of films from the early 40s onwards made that decision. It could have been a black and white, it could have been
I think the best use of black and white in terms of a decision is you look at the 35mm black and white films from the 60s, and the blacks are really strong, the contrast is really high and whatnot. They just look fantastic.
No, just talking about Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
Was just
Dwayne Johnson, freaking fantastic. I could not even see that movie if they tried colorizing it. No, but I mean, when brother comes in, they're coming to get you, Barbara. I mean, you need that to be the way it is. Because it's not just because you grew up on it. It really added to the mood of the film.
If a film's shot in black and white, then it's black and white. End of.
Yeah.
And does, man. I mean, no colorization and all that kind of stuff.
Colorized It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, but I don't watch that. I watch the black and white
should.
version.
Another great
And it
black and
looks
white
weird
movie.
when they do it. That's what I was trying to say about what people see. It looks weird. It's browns and greens.
I love it's not 100% accurate, but to look at a spectacle, I love The Longest Day, and I'm glad it's in black and white.
The Longest Day.
Yeah,
the war film.
Yeah. Okay, if you get a decent print of that, which you don't Blu-ray now, but it just looks fantastic. Once again, strong colours, strong black and white.
Yeah.
Well, I say strong colours in a sense of black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can tell.
Get back to Christmas.
Wait, last one, because I did this kind of a Christmas movie, DOA.
DOA.
But I mean, no. I mean, now this one,
Dennis Quaid
Dennis Quaid version, what Dennis Quaid made, Ryan, reason why I just brought that up is because that classic moment when he had the final fight with Daniel Stern and everything, and he's pushing his head into the fan, and it slowly bleeds to black and white, and everything, and then
Well, it's
you know,
not
man,
strictly black and white though, because
No,
I'm saying it's the opening. They do it all in sepia.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to say it's just for that love of black and white. It's just really because they know that they're actually doing the updated remake, whatever. And then so you know, and he ends. He's in the black and white, and you know, and he walks out into the white light. It's not
a bad remake because
it's great.
It's great. It's one of the better remakes because it takes a basic premise of a film that, let's face it, DOA isn't the original. Is not a classic of its type. It's not. It's a cheap little B movie.
It's like going back.
But I love that. And then O'Brien running with the tire flapping.
I know completely off the Christmas subject, but Psycho was going to be filmed in colour.
That's right.
Original.
What, the original? Was
And at the just before they were going to film, Hitchcock went, it's got to be for its full glory. It's got to be.
Thankfully,
which is great.
I mean, he hadn't made a black and white film since the 40s.
No. It just had to be that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what was his last black and white film. It's probably Strange Women
I
Train.
think it was Strange Women Train.
Oh yeah.
Which isn't.
Maybe we should do a
maybe we should do
a black and white film special and everything like that. You know,
it's a bit too broad. That's a bit because then
it is classic like film noir.
We're talking like Joan of Arc and Babes in Toyland. You know, it's too broad.
Well, just for our audience.
It's just like saying let's do a film.
Well, just for our audience, we'll come out of the black and white.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait. Just for our audience, we'll come out of the black and white now. All right, now we're back.
Okay, Christmas movie, Santa Claus, Dudley Moore. Had to be said. You know what? I have never seen it all the way through. I think I've only ever seen the first 10 minutes.
Dudley Moore, was he Santa Claus?
No, he plays Patch the elf.
Oh yeah! Oh God! I remember
David
this.
Huddleston plays Santa Claus.
That's just kind of like bringing up Santa Claus and the Martians or something, man.
Well,
it's a great film.
but the difference being is that this had a $50 million budget. It's the producers. It's the producers. It's the Soul Cutters. Who produced the Superman movies. So money was absolutely no object. It's just not very good. It's a musical with no songs. And you kind of wait, and you're waiting for the songs to start, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting.
But John Lithgow's great.
John Lithgow's the only guy who seems to get it. He plays this real over-the-top pantomime villain, and he's the only person who seems to get it.
Yeah, but actors love villain roles.
But even so, I'm saying he hams it up brilliantly. But as a movie, it's awful. It's awful. But it did give us Sheena Easton singing "It's Christmas" all over the world.
Well, yeah.
It did. We can't fault them for that. No. Wait, I say we can't. I mean, we should. We are.
Sheena Easton, man. I mean, like For Your Eyes Only.
Yes. Or
Mrs. Morning Train.
Or Mrs. Crop. No, not it's morning. See, he says Morning Train. 9 to 5 for us UK types. Yeah. It's called 9 to 5 over here.
Greatest ever.
It was called Morning Train over there, though, wasn't it?
Sorry?
It was called Morning Train in America, though, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
you didn't want to confuse it with Dolly Parton.
Alright, sorry. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that one.
I have to get a record and Dolly Parton confused.
That's funny, though. Hey, no, man, I want that not about. No, I don't want this not about. That's good.
Anyway.
So anyway,
Christmas is dead.
So we pretty much covered Christmas, I think. I mean, like, I
wrapped it up.
Hey!
I thought we
Put a
covered
bow
it.
on that one.
Then we covered it with a ting 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 punjar. So, but I think this was fantastic because we, for the first time, actually stayed for maybe most of the time in the same subject.
Possibly.
And we can't, even though we tripped over into black and white, it was for the effect.
John Carpenter.
But we always go to John Carpenter.
And we always
and
do.
Cannon.
We got. I said all roads lead to Cannon, didn't I? So I mean, but I think this was a good
The original
show.
Enter the Ninja, Franco Nero was going to wear a Santa suit instead of a ninja suit.
So
Enter
anyway,
the Santa.
And we will finish this actually on something that Colin and I agree on, and it is a Christmas movie, despite what everyone else you may think.
What makes that?
And I was going to let me finish. And we spoke about this before we even started shooting this today, and that is the 1969 James Bond epic and greatest James Bond epic, in my humble opinion, and Uncle Colin's, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, which has the immortal line, "Merry Christmas, 007," by Telly Savalas. fantastic.
And
Does he do it like that?
Telly Savalas.
Does he do it
Oh,
like
sorry,
that?
I got it wrong. So that should be Telly Savalas.
Can I just-
There you go. how's that?
There you go.
There you go.
Can I just say your Telly Savalas was as good as this Joe Pesci?
Joe Piscopo.
Don't want to tell me. My mama ain't told me what.
A Magnum. This thing shoots through schools. But anyway, Maximum Service. Best.
Come on, do another Johnny Dangerously.
No, you shouldn't have hung me on the hook, Johnny. You can't hold me on the hook once. Hold on. One of the first films.
Can I just say his Mini Moog synthesizer was better than his Telly Savalas?
His mini move was better.
And the Bond theme song was called?
No, no, no. But the black man does Louis Armstrong.